trying to ask.
No,
again.
I'm just asking him a question because considering like his mindset, we all know his mindset.
Yes, please answer.
What is my mindset?
My queen.
Like,
He don't let him throw you off.
No. What is my mindset?
It's like
So-
you're against anyway.
No. What is my mindset?
Considering your
Forget the question. Don't
mindset,
forget the question. Stay on
considering
it.
your
No, I
mindset,
got
do
the
you
question.
genuinely believe
Period.
that you can find you a girl that best fits you?
Well, here's
As
the
a
thing.
wife.
Yeah, as a wife.
Big keyword, baby. No logistics.
Well, here's the thing, ladies.
You
I don't-
married?
I don't need to find her because I found myself. And since I found myself, my leadership will dictate how she's going to behave because I'm going to train her to be the best girlfriend she can be.
Train. She should train. Listen, that's
So
why.
you see yourself getting married?
Listen,
You see yourself getting married?
He said he needs to
Hold
train.
on. Stop the show.
Cut it out. Wait. Time out.
If you take a professional athlete, what are they doing in the off season?
Training.
Okay. When you go to the gym, what are you doing?
Working out.
Okay. Training.
Yeah.
Okay. If you want to be the best at something, what do you have to do?
You condition yourself.
So wouldn't it be fair to say that if I want my girlfriend to be the best girlfriend that she can be, I have to train her?
Okay,
up to
but
specifications?
wait.
Hold on. Answer the question.
Wait.
Wouldn't it be fair to say, you asked me, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so wouldn't it be fair to say that if I want her to be the girlfriend / wife I want her to be, I have to train her?
Is she a dog?
But
Are you a dog, Myron?
Okay,
Please answer the question, yes or no?
It's okay.
Yes
but
or no?
Wait. Instead of saying train her, can you use like a different logic instead of saying train?
Because that's showing by that book. Never mind.
Because you can teach her, yeah. But why are you training her? She's not a dog.
That's what I'm trying to say.
You
The
can
difference
teach
between
her.
what he just said, like all those examples, versus training a girl is that an athlete, conditioning at the gym, whatever, those are all personal choices. We train because we want to. You're talking about training somebody else
who's already conditioned to their own ways.
Yeah. Why are you training somebody else?
Because hold on. Let me ask you a question. If you want to work, let me ask you, since you were the one to ask this. Let's say you want to work at a prestigious job. Let's say a prestigious law firm. Wouldn't it be fair to say that I have to learn? You have to learn. And don't you have to come to the job dressed a certain way with a resume and a certain type of experience?
Yeah.
Okay. And wouldn't it be fair to say that this prestigious law firm also has a lot of applicants? Ooh. Oh, you're shivering. Okay.
Can you share this
Yeah,
blanket?
she's cold. Can we give her the blanket real quick?
She gave it. You want your own?
Yeah, she's shivering. Yeah. So anyway.
I mean, we're gonna have to share.
All right.
You know what? It's fucking.
It's really cold in here, guys. We keep it cold. So wouldn't it be fair to say that if you want to work at this prestigious law firm, there's a lot of other applicants? So you have to prepare yourself and train for the position?
Yes.
Okay, so what's the difference between a girlfriend and a prestigious law firm?
I never said it was I'm just saying like your choice of words. Like
I don't
why are
care what you
teaching
think
her
about the words. You must train the girl to be the best girlfriend for it. You guys don't like the words, but the reality is I'm training her. I'm teaching her, hey, this is what's acceptable. This is what's not acceptable. And if you want to be with me, this is what it is. The problem is this.
When you
No,
say
stop.
And that's one of them.
Which is why you deal with more impressionable younger women. Thank you for making that argument for me.
Wait, what she said?
So
You can't teach
what
an
I'm
old
saying,
dog new tricks.
Okay.
which is why you deal with younger women, because they're more impressionable and more open to the coaching and the training. Here's the reality,
tell him
ladies.
to change his words.
You
if
guys,
that's who he is.
listen, ladies. Men are leaders. Women are followers. That's the way the world has always worked. All of you guys said earlier, not all, but most of you, or most women in general, want a guy that's taller, stronger, more dominant, more confident, more ambitious, etc. So you guys want a leader, but you don't want him to lead you? Tell me how that makes sense.
I want to.
You want to be with a guy that's successful, that has his shit together, but you don't want to comply with the regulations and standards? You want to become vice president of this company? You want to be vice president of this company, but you don't want to go ahead and do the work to move up the ranks?
Bars.
See, here's the thing. No. Real talk, because this is the cold hard truth about modern day women. Y'all will dress up in a suit, bring a resume, go to school for 6 to 8 years to pursue a career that doesn't give a fuck about you, jump through hoops and hurdles to get this job, okay? Behave, go through training, become the best woman you can for this job, but then your man comes in and says, yo, I need you to do this, I need you to do that. Fuck you, nigga, I'm strong and independent.
It ain't like that.
No, stop. Let me finish my point. I'm finishing my point. What I'm trying to say is that women will gladly submit to their boss and their job, but they will not submit to their man. And that is why so many modern day women can't keep a man. That's the reality. I'm telling you guys how successful men think. I'm a multimillionaire. I'm not tolerating no bullshit from a woman.
And fresh.
Period. I busted my ass to get to this point. This is how it is. And all guys that are successful think this way. Whether they make $100,000, $200,000, $1 million a year. We all think this way. It's my way or the highway, because that same mindset that made me become successful is the same mindset I'm going to take into the relationship. It's my way or the highway, because there's other girls that want to work at this corporation, this law firm, whatever it is, because this is a prestigious business.
Facts.
And you need to be willing to train and go through the trials and tribulations to become the vice president, aka my girl. That's how it goes. You don't just get a handout here. So women will go ahead. It's incredible to me how modern day women will sacrifice their years of their life, their prime years, for a job that doesn't give a shit about them, but they won't submit to a man.
Facts.
And you want a family?
You want a family?
What a joke.
Crazy.
Who said?
You're looking at me like I'm crazy. You disagree with something?
It was just the word training. Like, you right, but like it was just that dominancy of not really having true respect for women and what we have to bring to the table. Is like train, like we ain't nothing. Like we only there at y'all feet for when y'all call. And that's what I said earlier. Like we more than just that.
Yeah.
And if I get into a relationship with that word training, I want to touch base on that word training. If I get in a relationship and I connect with somebody, we connecting off of who we are. If I don't fuck with you, I'm not going to try to train you into being something you're not. It's like, you can't teach old dogs new tricks.
Which is why you date younger women.
But then you still lost, because you still going to end up chasing younger women. You're going to keep the same route. You ain't really happy, so keep it up.
Oh no, we definitely
don't
happy.
chase. Yeah, we don't chase young girls, man.
Say.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what they all. That's what they all say. But I know the truth.
You're not a man, so I don't know.
I see through.
Where you're coming from.
Do you think if he
now.
used a different word besides train, that this conversation just would have gone a completely different direction?
Because
I just wanted him to.
Look,
ultimately, he was really just trying to say that.
We say.
Yo, see, here's the difference between men and women. You guys are more concerned with a word and how it's delivered versus the message that was delivered.
It's almost like you have to read between the lines.
But you didn't say that about me earlier,
though.
My disrespect.
You go off of body language, right? We're going off of your demeanor and how you're like portraying.
It's not what you say; it's how you say it.
And that's exactly what happened to me earlier.
No,
y'all.
you're just disruptive and constantly interrupt. That's why you were being rude. Okay, and then saying brother and all these other condescending terms. There's a difference.
When y'all mention it, when y'all showing that a woman's worth is nothing but at your feet.
No one said that.
And bedside,
you came to that conclusion.
That's what you were saying, though. Basically,
did I say any of those words you just mentioned? At your feet, begging at your side. None of that. I said
it's
training.
like you don't even really care for females for real. It's more so like you just like nonchalant. Like,
what led you to say that specifically?
Because you don't give us the debit. Fuck credit. You don't give us the debit we deserve. Like it's just all females don't deserve this. Females not this. Females this that. Females that. Damn.
What specifically made you
females?
come to that conclusion?
If we didn't,
I'm gonna just shut up. I'm sorry.
See, you can't,
I think I'm about to get kicked off, and y'all scared me.
No, I'm asking you.
I can't even say what I want.
Here's the thing. I'm saying if you're gonna make an argument and say that, oh, y'all saying this and that, blah blah blah. What's wrong with the term training? Go ahead. Tell me.
I said it earlier already. What was wrong with the word?
You said that we're saying that women need to be on their feet. Whatever. Not one of those words.
I can't re-explain because then it's re-contradicted, and I'm not about to do that.
What is re-contradict? What?
You're gonna try to contradict what I'm saying, and I'm not about to just.
You making words on the fly.
Yeah, man, because you alligator.
Yeah, like see, the difference is this: you're extrapolating something from what I said that doesn't exist. I simply said that men need to train women, but when I gave you guys the example of going to the gym to train, when I talked about training for a job, when I taled about training for being an athlete, none of y'all had anything negative to say about that. But when I say I need to train my girl, y'all are like, "Whoa, that's not cool."
But look at it. Okay, look at it.
Growth.
Look at it.
Unity.
Yeah.
Okay,
One
but
is an
look at it.
independent decision. Like you make a decision to be an athlete. You make a decision to go to the gym, and you do that for yourself.
And you
Somebody
have a coach.
training someone else.
You have a coach. You don't do that by yourself. You have a coach.
Wait, hold on.
I work on myself.
Whose job? Let me ask you this: who controls who gets relationships?
Excuse me?
Who controls who gets relationships?
So like, who secured the bag?
No, who gets relationships? Who controls who gets relationships?
Both parties.
Really? Are you getting down on any of proposing to a man?
No.
Okay, so who does that?
The man, but I can very well say no.
Stop. So by default, men controls who gets relationships, correct?
No, because at the end of the day, his word isn't end all be all. He might want to. He might make that decision to propose, absolutely, but that doesn't mean I'm going to say yes.
So he can
just
leave.
because he wants to.
Listen, if you're with a man that you love, admire, and respect, and he gets down on one knee, he's choosing you, and you're going to say yes. Hence, you're in a relationship with him in the first place.
Because I'm
Correct?
also actively choosing him every day
Okay.
and not
But
dipping.
he's the one that gives you the title of wife, right?
Mm,
The answer is yes. He's the one that is getting down on a knee and proposing to you, making you his wife. So wouldn't it be fair to say that if you want to be a wife, you have to do wife duties for the job?
you might have to do wife duties, but what I'm not understanding is why you have to train someone. Why can't you just meet someone like where they're at, if that makes sense? If that like hear me out. Not like meet them where they're at in the sense of like if they meet your expectations, you won't have to train them and they can just hop on board. Why do you have to train somebody? Like why don't you just drop them?
When you meet somebody for the first time, do you know everything about them?
No, you learn about them.
Exactly. So how do you learn from that person? Experience, right? Getting to know them better.
Yeah.
Going through trials and tribulations. And what? Training yourself to learn who they really are. Same thing with him. He's just training you to understand.
And if I'm going to keep it 1,000, modern day women have a bunch of bad habits that need to be trained out of them.
Yep.
Wanting to go to the club, wanting to shake their ass, wanting to have guy friends, wanting to do a bunch of hoe shit. Like you got to train a lot of bad habits out of chicks to make them the best girlfriend they can be.
So you don't
To
agree
you.
with a girl having guy friends in a relationship?
Absolutely not.
Hell no.
It's unacceptable.
I agree too. I ain't
Damn,
gonna
that
cap.
sucks for you then.
I'm not. I agree with that too.
And
Yeah, I mean,
ladies,
it doesn't. It like I said, it's those guys want to have sex with you. I'm not dumb. I understand how men think. So, again, the thing is, you guys want a winner, but you guys are not prepared to do the work to get a winner.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Y'all don't want to get trained. Get a regular guy, 5'8", 36K to 50K per year. But y'all all want what?
Nothing. I was singing a song. Go ahead.
And then, why are you still here, man?
Yeah.
Just go, man.
I'm listening to what he's saying.
Yeah, but you're rude, thinking from a song, you're hungry.
I'm not singing in the mic though. Like, how is that being rude if I'm listening to what he's saying, but I'm just
you
moving?
hungry? Go home, man.
It makes you just look weird. That's what it is.
Yeah, you look
That's
weird.
Because you do. If you watch the show back, you're gonna look at yourself and be like, "What the fuck?" It just
Okay.
makes you look weird.
She was looking in the camera.
Does her looking weird like affect you in any kind of way? Or
As a woman,
just
I mean,
for her
this is gonna
vibing?
make her look
man,
foolish
Did
and
I
immature.
bother you when I
Okay,
did
then let her
that?
do that. And if like that's the image that she wants to present, all right. But like, what are you
Chat,
training her how to
told
be
you
now?
she was a pain in the ass.
I mean, it's. I mean,
You know,
this
like
is.
I told you she was a pain in the
It
ass.
takes one to know one. So
Okay.
Listen, I know one, and I see one with red hair. You're a pain in the fucking ass. That's why you're
Yo.
single on
I'm not
Valentine's
denying
Day.
it. I'm not
That's why you're
denying it.
married.
And that's a whole lot
That's
of
why you're
words just to say that
single.
you don't get play.
Look, I've
So-
seen your Instagram. I'm sure you get play every fucking day, 3 times a day. All right. Yeah, another buckskin shirt. I'm surprised you showed up with a blazer.
All right. So
Fuck
anyway,
that shit, man.
you guys are more interested. You guys have an issue with the term train. That's fine. You guys will go ahead and work a career and get trained for them, but you won't get trained by your man, which is why so many girls stay single. That's the truth.
Forever.
You're not going to have a winner and not go through the trials and tribulations of training. That's just how it goes. He's going to train you to be a better girlfriend. And if you don't want to submit to that, cool. Stay
To
single.
his ability, right? To how the way he wants her to like accommodate with him, right?
Yes.
Okay. So
Every man is different and has different needs and requirements. So he's got to train his girl to be the best girl.
to
And not
For
argue.
him though.
But that's the
For
thing. Why do you have to
him-
train them? Why can't you just find someone that's already like that? And why
Because-
go through all that work yourself? Why train somebody?
Okay.
Like,
You
I
want to
don't-
know why? Because most women don't have fathers nowadays that are supposed to train them these things from the beginning.
Oh, so you're her father. You're
No,
her father
what I'm saying
figure.
is that we live in a fatherless society
Mm-hmm.
where women a lot of the times don't have a natural respect for masculinity, where they might have not had a father figure, a strong brother, strong uncle, whatever. And most women in general don't respect most men. That's how it is. So a lot of times you got to train bad habits out of girls because it used to be in the olden days, you got a girl, she came from a strong family, she understood what it was to be a woman, right? She had a strong father, she had a mom, she came from a strong family, she understood what being a feminine woman was, and you can marry her. But nowadays, a lot of girls are not marriageable
So
material.
you're saying it determines if that shorty have a dad in her life?
No,
to
I'm
the
just saying it's an
No.
element.
Element, yeah.
Okay.
You're training to be his wife. That's his
Because
wife.
typically, if you come from a good family with a strong father, he will instill certain values in you that will make you a good wife.
So then
Let's
you wouldn't
blame the
have to
system
train
for
her
Yes,
locking
I
then.
up our
love
daddies
like indoctrination. I love
and
that.
killing.
So you wouldn't have to train her then because she.
Well,
comes
it's not
from
the
a
system. It's
strong
poor
home.
decisions from the daddies.
I
It's-
just
it's
feel
not
like
the
we
system.
keep fixating on this word training when
Who's
whole
referring
time
back to training?
When we gonna ask some questions? I gotta ask.
Oh, you know what?
y'all a couple questions.
Here, some chats.
Yeah, they were saying train.
I was
like
just
the
saying in
past, like our
regards of-
past like few minutes have just been fixating on this word and this idea of a man training a woman when essentially like we as women train our men to pretty much acclimate to us. You said it earlier. Like I would expect my man to check up on me like every 3 hours.
Right.
That is you training him to conform to your certain standards
Thank
and
you.
your standards of life, your standards of a relationship.
Well
So
said.
when he says, I'm training my woman to, you know, abide by these standards that I have for her, you have the you have the conscious decision whether or not whether you want to conform to those certain standards or, like she said, leave and go find another man. If you don't fit in with the standards that he's trying to hold you to, then cool, go find another man and he can go find another woman.
Right. Like if I'm not good enough for you, and
But it's not even about like not even being good enough or anything like that
for each other. If you're not even happy with who I am as a person, and like that doesn't make you happy, I don't know. I just don't. Some women want a real dominant man. See, we talking about dominancy here and submission. You know, he wants a lady to submit to him basically all the fucking way. You know, not
it
everybody
seems that
is
he wants a
submissive.
woman to submit to him,
And
to
be a
loyal
robot.
to him. Well, no, I don't think necessarily be a robot, but to at least consider his feelings and consider his boundaries and his standards that he has for you as his woman.
That's respectful. I agree with that.
Thank you.
Okay, there's some more chats here.
Did you get offended?